Hi, I'm Ron Tea Garden, and today we're going to talk about Guilin Sweetfruit. It's a special ingredient from one of the most beautiful places in the world. It's in southern China. It's an actually mystical place. There's a certain fruit that grows there. We call it Guilin Sweetfruit. It's also called Guo. When it dries, it becomes a fruit like this. You can see it's just a kind of a hard shell, kind of a pulpy fruit. We've already busted some open here. And then we just take it into a mortar and pestle if you want and pound it up a little bit. And that can go into a tea. This fruit is very, very sweet. It tastes like vanilla, kind of similar to vanilla. It's got its own unique flavor. Just one or two pieces go into a teapot. That would be delicious. We can add it to other herbs to make a tea. That much in a teapot is sufficient. One of the great things about Guilin Sweetfruit, though, is that it has a specific ingredient called mogricide. Mogricide is a saponin similar to the ginsenosides in ginseng or the astragalosides in astragalus, the gipinicides that are in gynostema. It's a saponin. And this saponin is very, very healthy for the body. It's a very, very potent immune system tonic. It helps to regulate the immune system and protect you. It's one of the greatest health agents in China. This herb has been used for at least 2,000 years as a health-promoting tonic to help enhance respiration, to strengthen your lungs, and in protective functions. But one of the amazing things about Guilin Sweetfruit is that it's naturally sweet without having a sugar. The mogricide, the chemical I was just talking about, is actually 300 times sweeter than sugar and has only a couple of calories, unlike sugar or fructose or any of these other kind of sugars. So we can add it to ingredients and sweeten them up and also get the benefits of this great saponin mogricide for our health. So one of my favorite products that I use close to every day is called Guilin Sweetfruit. It's an extract. It's based on the mogricide, the main active constituent of Guo. Now, say I'm making myself a tea, an elixir today, and I'm using some Dunwood reishi. Reishi is bitter. It's said that the bitterer, the betterer with reishi. So reishi tends to be quite strong tasting. I personally have no problem taking reishi straight, but some of you might enjoy it some other way. So say I get a good squirt of reishi and I put it into some hot water here. And say I want to make it pretty potent, so I'm using eucommia bark. Eucommia bark is a great herb for strengthening your bones and your marrow. It's also a pretty strong tasting tea. So say I wanted to put that in there, and say I just really wanted the kind of elixir that I would drink, which is, here's a little deer antler. Deer antler certainly has a famously powerful flavor. That's going to taste pretty strong. So some of you, and most of us, would actually like to, at this point, add a little bit of Guilin Sweetfruit drops. The sweetfruit drops are very powerful, so probably one squirt is sufficient. Once you add that, the pungency and strength and maybe the bitterness of the other herbs that we put into this will be overcome and just made into a very smooth tasting tea. So this is one of the healthiest elixirs you could ever drink in the world, and this took me literally 15 seconds to make using the elixirs. These extracts are very powerful. They're complete. They're made from the best herbs in the world. And this one's actually going to taste very good. That's fantastic. Now it's strong, but it was sweetened up just enough by the Guilin Sweetfruit. You can feel free to use as much as you want. I know there's some out there who are going to put a few of them in there. If you like 1 scoop of sugar, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons, 3, if you like it sweeter or not. I just put it in there to show you that it's okay to drink. At this point, that became very sweet for me, but it's very, very good. So my tip of the day is get yourself a bottle of Guilin Sweetfruit. This is one of the great things to have in your home elixir bar. You'll be using it every day. It's like one of those fantastic tools. You can mix it into your smoothies, into your food, especially into any kind of teas and elixirs you make. And you know you're not taking something like sugar or fake sugar of any sort. This is actually a really important tonic herb. It just happens to taste great. Okay, see you next time.